Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. After this week's WWE Raw, Rhea Ripley and Women's World Champion Liv Morgan engaged into an online feud. At this Saturday's Survivor Series 2024, the two famous women will face off in the Women's War Games match. Today, Rhea Ripley sent a message to Liv Morgan and mocked the Judgment Day's tenure as World Tag Team Champions on social media. Her demise was imminent, she said, and the 30-year-old's romance with Dominic Mysterio was all an act. In response to Rhea Ripley's article, Liv Morgan made a joke about how frequently Ripley should know better than to defend her title. Below, you can read Morgan's post in which she said that the Eradicator was envious. In anticipation of Survivor Series War Games, legendary wrestling writer Bill Apter recently addressed Rhea Ripley's comeback to WWE Raw. After being attacked in a parking lot by Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez last month on WWE NXT, the former champion broke his orbital bone and was subsequently written off the show. This past weekend, Rhea Ripley made her comeback to Raw and will be competing in the War Games match. Apter discussed his feelings on Ripley's comeback on Sportskeeda's broadcast. The veteran hinted that Ripley's murderous instinct has resurfaced after she had lost part of it in the last several months. Morgan and Ripley's feud has taken a personal turn. It will be interesting to see the Women's War Games match at WWE Survivor Series to determine who wins. As WWE prepares for Survivor Series War Games, one of the most thrilling events of the year, the atmosphere is electric with anticipation. The Judgment Day faction's domineering and vicious Rhea Ripley has been in the spotlight after Liv Morgan took a daring shot at her, sparking furious rivalries and testing friendships. The situation is already explosive, and Liv's comments have only made things worse as the two get set for what might be a confrontation in the War Games cage. Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan's story of rivalry, treachery, and resistance has been going strong for months. They have been together for quite some time, beginning when they were tag team partners in the women's tag team division of WWE. Once on the same side, the two wound themselves on opposing sides of the ring. Ripley became a top-tier heel after transforming into the Nightmare and swearing loyalty to the Judgment Day. The courageous underdog Liv has come a long way since then, becoming an even more formidable competitor. Her tenacity and determination won her the 2022 SmackDown Women's Championship and became her a fan favorite thanks to her unforgettable bouts. Rhea Ripley's supremacy has been apparent, even if Liv has made strides. Ripley has beaten some of the most feared competitors in the women's category and is now the reigning champion. However, Liv Morgan isn't the kind to back down easily, and her most recent remarks indicate that she views War Games as the ideal platform to resolve their score. Liv Morgan was quite forthright in an interview she gave backstage at SmackDown when questioned about her feelings of competing against Rhea Ripley in the War Games setting. What was her reaction? An ardent proclamation of her purpose to humiliate Ripley and demonstrate that inner strength can triumph over physical might. Rhea believes she's impervious because she carries that championship and the impending Judgment Day. Liv said with a mischievous grin, "Just so everyone remembers, Rhea Ripley is just human, and everyone makes errors. When it comes to War Games, I thrive in anarchy. No matter how terrifying she is, I will awaken her and teach her the meaning of a true confrontation." Shockwaves have been unleashed across the WWE Universe by this daring declaration. Many of Liv's admirers are gushing over her self-assurance, while others are wondering whether she has what it takes to stand up to Ripley, who is so much stronger. There is no other WWE format quite like the Survivor Series War Games. The arena where the combat takes place is a huge steel cage encircled by two rings. Liv and Rhea could finally put their differences to rest in this battle because of its unconventional format and violent character. It is said that Ripley will lead her squad into the cage on Judgment Day with her customary fierceness, with members such as Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, and Damian Priest inflicting havoc on Raw and SmackDown. The Judgment Day has been a formidable force in WWE, but Liv will probably join up with a group of babyface wrestlers who are prepared to resist the tyranny of Judgment Day. Her colleagues have not been revealed just yet, but rumors are swirling about who could be joining her. Is it possible that Shotzi, Bianca Belair, or Becky Lynch may form an alliance? In War Games, having an edge is crucial, with members entering the cage at staggered intervals. The side that wins the upper hand during the pre-match stipulation has a substantial advantage in the contest. Already, Liv Morgan has hinted at an aggressive plan to counter Rhea's dominating physique, suggesting that she is prepared to go to tremendous measures to guarantee her side has the upper hand. To paraphrase Liv, War Games isn't just about strength, it's about smarts and strategy. Another promotional video. No matter how large Rhea is, there will be more of her to defeat. She will come to deeply regret entering that prison beside me. Rather than seeing this match as an opportunity for proof, Liv Morgan sees it as a chance for atonement. Over the previous year, she has been sidelined at crucial points due to injuries and setbacks. There is a fresh fervor and resolve in her return to WWE as she seeks to reclaim her former glory. At the same time, Rhea Ripley is in a very precarious position. Even in the midst of the mayhem that is the War Games, a defeat might damage her reputation as one of the team's most protected superstars. Ripley's position as the head of the women's section is directly challenged by Liv's assertion that she can humble Rhea. The impending feud between Rhea and Liv has been widely discussed throughout the WWE Universe. There are fans who think Liv might win because of her creative ring presence and determination to be an underdog. And there are supporters who think Rhea's strength and the unity of Judgment Day are too much for Liv to overcome. Liv Morgan's heart is as big as a lion. But let's be honest, Rhea Ripley is really scary, said one admirer on Twitter. Liv will not emerge triumphant from War Games unless she performs a miracle. In contrast, Liv's devoted fan base is going all out to cheer her on, posting encouraging notes all over social media. Don't discount Liv Morgan, said one another admirer. She can pull off upsets because she has done it before. Her big break will be at War Games. Their confrontation inside the War Games system has the potential to be the showstopper, given the level of enmity between Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. A vicious, hard-hitting confrontation is in the cards as Liv's creative offensive meets Rhea's overpowering technique. The intriguing prospect of unexpected and shocking developments is adding fuel to the fire. In what ways may Liv's squad surprise everyone? But will the Judgment Day once again demonstrate why they are WWE's most dominating faction? Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan's animosity is rising as the Survivor Series War Games date approaches. One of the most heated rivalries in recent memory may have begun with Liv's daring assertion that she could humble the Nightmare. We will never know whether Liv's remarks herald a game-changing triumph or simply a foolish wager against an unbeatable opponent. No doubt about it, War Games will be a night of incredible action, and the WWE Universe will be tuning in.